Hello everybody, welcome to this demonstration of the CozmikC1zzl card. As we can see, we've got two controllers here. We've got our workshop system with the card in place, and I've got two outputs going to the output. You can't hear anything at the moment because I've got one of the envelopes in and I'm not triggering it. But if we restart the card with switch down, then that brings us into the envelope select mode, which gives us no envelopes, so free running envelope 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the custom envelope. So let's restart with it free running, getting the tone that you can hear, and turn the distortion up, and then we can sweep between different waveforms. Some of which do sound very, very similar. So that's the total amount we do, and we've got our frequency there. So that's fairly straightforward with those very first few knobs. Next, we can come to our envelopes. So if we pop over to just popped over to the envelope lab, and you can see that I've got a few envelopes here already. We've got the 8 standard ones, and you can send which one you want to the card, not just by setting it on startup, but by choosing one of them. So we'll choose pluck and pressing load, and that now gives us, it loads the envelope into the card. And if I go from the square wave into, into pulse 2, we get the pluck, and then you can audition the different envelopes this way. And this one, which is the custom envelope, is one which I have moved around a little bit. If we load this one, you can see how that can move around and mess around with it. You can design your own envelopes. There are 8 aspects to the phase distortion and the amplitude that you can change with, and then you move it to preset, move it to custom preset 2, and then you can save. Right, now where was I? Okay, yes, we had just had a look at the envelopes. I encourage you to mess around. You can't overwrite any of the standard envelopes, so don't worry, you won't be able to. Just won't be able to overwrite it if you think you might accidentally do so. Now I'm going to put on strings now. There we go. And let's go back to where we were and have a look at our table. Okay. unplug. And what's it going to plug in now? Plug in pitch and pulses, gate rather, from my key step, and that is the modulation wheel. So as you can see, CV in adds to the setting we have there. Not just for the the choice of your waveform that way as well. So what you will also have seen when we were having a look at the envelope lab is over here we've got some different adjustments and so on. We'll come back to that in a minute. So let's come back to the other aspects of this card. So let's just trigger a pulse again. And actually for this, let's go to bell. Okay. Reason for better. Because it's just much more obvious what we're seeing. So we've got those two parameters, three parameters rather, with the pitch as well. But we have other parameters that we can control with switch down. So if we take switch down and use the main knob, that gives us detune between the two knobs. And as you can see, when I let go of switch down, we haven't changed pitch, and that's because you need to sweep past where you were in order for the pitch to change. And that's true of the detune as well, so you have to go back to where you were before the detune will affect things. So in this mode, X is the ring modulator. So let's give this some really so we've got some detune here, and so we press down on my ring X to 0 because it saves what you had until you sweep past, just like with the other knobs. Now if we press X down, we bring some ring modulation in. Y, that's the same way, but for a little bit of noise, which is quite subtle. If we take away the distortion, so it is quite subtle. Now, coming back to the web editor, what we can do on this side here, so you've got ring mod and noise. and if you press read, that reads the settings that are on the card at the moment, which have appeared up here, and we can change them by moving them there and pressing set. So change them individually, and those changes, again, just like with the others, you need to move the knobs to where they were to change it with the knobs. So you don't accidentally change things when you're not intending to. So if we move once again to the editor, let's see that here we've got the Turing range and MIDI in and so on. So let's have a listen to the Turing machine. So Turing machine, if we flip it up, we have a Turing machine. Again, like this once locked on both sides and most random in the middle. X changes the from 2 to 16. And Y is our clock. As with everything else, you have to go past the setting to go to it. And we have an external clock. Our external clock. I'm not switching for you guys. So yeah, Y speeds up. External clock is impulse 1. Plug. Stops for a little bit and then it brings it back to the internal clock. Now, the other thing that we can have with the Turing machine, I'll just turn the Turing machine off for a moment. We've got Turing MIDI out. You click that and you press set. Now you may already hear that MIDI out is coming through here because we've got the MIDI control on this. But if I go to Ableton and we take the MIDI in from CozmikC1zzl, and I'm going to choose, what shall we this one on there. Should be able to hear through what's coming, the Turing machine is coming through, because the Turing machine still pushes out even when it's in sync. Now I have both the Turing machine from the PST and So if you fancy using that, you can do. So you can change the MIDI channel. You've got to press set to get it back into place. Now, you set it back on here. You see we've got a range here for the Turing machine. If I set it on, you can see it's the different octaves, up to 8 octave. And there we go, so that's that one. And you can do with that as you will. You can also patch the Turing machine to the internal synth sounds if you want to, but that does seem to increase the pitch quite a lot, so I do need to work on that, and I will put out a fix at some point. What else do we need to have a look at? Okay, yes. So MIDI in. So I've shown you how the key step can be used with CV to control things. What I also have set up is in Ableton here, I've got an external instrument. Click on that, I've got an external instrument with MIDI going to CozmikC1zzl. I've got a very simple, very simple bass line here, like so. And this uses the envelope that is chosen. So see in this mode, it's actually according to the MIDI note. So if I increase so that's MIDI control from there. Now, let's have that going. So CV1 and 2 in. Change these. So I've still got the noise on. Off. So you can modulate between them. So you can use LFOs to make some interesting noises. Combine that with the Turing machine. I'm sure somebody will find a use for that at some point. That person is me, but I'm sure somebody will. Okay, let's turn these off. We'll undo these patches, and what I realised I haven't shown you how to change the envelopes without the without the software. So we press down, reset the card, and we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Custom 1, custom 2. There's only 2 in there at the moment, but if you had more than that, it would show you which ones you would get in time. So let's go back. We'll load up brass again, or maybe bell. Let's load up bell. So that is number 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, marvelous. Now what I'm going to show you is with the M-Wave controller. We'll plug that in, restart. Oh, I didn't save, did I? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's in. Okay, and actually, let's show you this. If we start a little bit of distortion. Let's bring in a little bit of ring mod. And a little bit of noise. Now, if I press down and hold here until it flashes, there we go. Now, when I reset, it keeps our ring mod, our noise, and our envelope, and the detune. What we're doing now is we're just setting everything to 0, because I'm aware that still clicks a little bit. I'm going to work on that. So I have broken out, so pitch bend works. Now your mod strip. Or mod wheel controls the amount of distortion, which is just like on the other on the controller with CV. But what we also have, so we've got CC20, which gives us control over detune. We have control over our ring mod, control over noise, and change Is that it? I think that's pretty much everything that you need to know. And yeah, I know that was very halting, a little bit chaotic, but it's a very halting, a little bit chaotic card. I hope everybody enjoys it.